It's already 7 o'clock. It's that time of the morning. It's not fully light yet. See? Didn't have any visitors last night. Oh, there's the preview. Just the preview. So the sun's trying to come up. If it wasn't for all those leaves, I guess I could see it better. But I guess it's not bad for sitting in my pad here, my bed. Had no visitors last night. The wind picked up though. It's kind of dying down now. Keep hearing those nuts fall off. I don't know if they're hickory nuts or just wild nuts, all the kinds of trees. I'm not an expert whatsoever. Keep falling on top of the roof. They're more like acorns, those big acorns. So, all right. Well, I wait until the sun. There's a little more daylight to record again. I just realized that I put my sleeping pad on the corner where there's a drawing of mountains. I'm not sure I saw it. I think I saw it, but I didn't realize it when I put it down. Signs everywhere. Some I guess graffiti. Well, not graffiti, but just people writing their names and stuff. So I don't want to get up. It's a little windy, and I think I only have 7 miles today or 8. Which is kind of what I did yesterday, half a day. So, and it's not as steep, supposedly, as far as the elevation. So, I just went to the bathroom and came back, and I went back down to, I just sat here to watch the sunrise. Still coming in, I guess. Or maybe I just don't have a good view of it. Shelters, this is my first one on the AT. I'm not sure I like the shelter. I mean, I like the convenience. You don't have to set up your tent. But as you can see, I still had to put up everything. Put out everything out of my bag. Hang out the bag so mice can't get to it. And empty all the stuff you need for the night. My water bottles are in the back. And my food bag is hung. That's nice. You don't have to find a tree to hang your food. So there's some conveniences of being on the shelter. And especially if it's rainy and cold and windy, it would be nice to be in a shelter. And especially if there's no people. I'm the only one here. I can only imagine how it is during regular hiking season. I mean, can you imagine having, I don't know, 6, 8 people maybe here, cram in? I wouldn't be able to put all my stuff right there or here. I would have to put it probably in my feet or outside in the bag. But I guess it's got its benefits. You know, you get to meet others and talk. There's the way. Oh man, it's already 8:30 and I don't want to get up. Um, yeah, it looks like the sunrise started somewhere over there. And I thought it was going to come up straight up this way, but no, it kind of going this way. So that means that's east west. So I'm facing north east. Yeah, it was kind of blocked for a while from there's probably a mountain top right there that was blocking it. I'm actually feeling hungry today. Just trying to think what is it that I have to eat that I can have an appetite for. Well, probably the only thing I have is those uncrustable peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I'll eat one of those, followed by some fig Newton cookies, more like a little pastry kind of thing. Wish I had some bacon and eggs. Coffee and with the hot chocolate in it, sort of like a mocha. Yeah, can somebody make it for me, please? Table's right there. Go get the food bag. Water's right around the corner. Room service, please. No, I'm not tired. I'm sore from laying down in the bed mattress here. I normally cannot be in bed for more than 6 hours, 7. But I've been laying down since 7 o'clock at night, so over 12 hours now, 13. And I just keep tossing and turning, and I think I'm done with quilts. It's too drafty. No matter how well you tie them to your mat, as soon as you turn around, the draft comes in. It's probably good for people that can sleep face up all night, and I'm not one of those. I go to my sides, I go face down, and I just toss and turn all night. So yeah, I think I'm done with quilts. I need to get a light sleeping bag and take the penalty of a little bit heavier, a little bit bulkier. So I may have to get a different pack that is the same weight but has a little more capacity. Oh, I made it up to the top. Coming up to the view now. I am sweating like crazy. Got my heart rate up to 160. Our last half a mile is definitely a climb from Whitley Gap shelter to here. Looks like the tent's still here. A couple of us. See them. I thought it was over. Oh, this is the view that everybody talks about. There's work coming up here for. It sure is. Just to climb down to the shelter is brutal. Well, the climb down's no big deal, of course. Is the climb up. Okay, I made it past Hog Pan Gap. I'm told that this section of trail is buff. It's not major climbs. I'm sure there's gradual climbs. Probably nothing's too steep like the last climb yesterday to get up to Whitley Gap. So we'll see how it goes. Oh, a bunch of tents here. 1, 2, 3 tents. Well, I am 1 mile up the climb after Low Gap Shelter. I saw that it was kind of steep, but I was surprised that it was actually an all forest road. So it was flattish. Well, I shouldn't say flattish, but it was smooth like this. I'm at the top now on the flat section. The climb was steady. I think 500 feet of elevation change from Low Gap to the top. And I made a pretty good time on it. I'm still averaging only 2 miles an hour though. But when I was in Low Gap, I started feeling the pain on my hip, the front of the hip, where my leg flexes. So I think I'm exhausted. Exhaustion is setting in. So I'm gonna go maybe 2 more miles. It's already 2 o'clock. That will give me 1 more hour. So I made it here to the last little stream. I think it's mile marker. Well, it's almost 8 miles since the start this morning. It's right there by those rocks. Barely flowing, so I had to get it from the rocks. Water's flowing down to a trickle, but it did the job. I was able to right now get a liter. I think I'm gonna sit here and drink this whole thing and load it up again. Take my 2 liters of water, fill them up, and then take maybe half on the. That should be enough to make dinner today and breakfast tomorrow. Maybe less than a mile to another campsite. That's where I'm gonna call it. It's already 3:30. I will be there by 4 o'clock. I took a nice rest at that little stream. So I feel like I could go more, but I need to rest my body for tomorrow. Do 7 miles tomorrow or 8. I mean, no big deal. I think I'm gonna end up with let's see, this says 7.7 miles, but the GPS stopped after I got up to Whitley Gap. Actually, after I passed where you leave the AT to go to Whitley Gap. So that was for sure at least 1.2 miles. So at least 1.5 miles did not get recorded. So if this is 77.7, so I already have at least 8.9. So I'll end up with 9 miles, maybe closer to 10 for today. Well, I almost impaled my foot with this stick. So I gambled and I lost. When I got to the last water where I was taking a break, I saw my plan was to go to the first unofficial campsite. It's marked with an X on the map. And I got to it so quickly, and it was very well used, well flat, even a fire ring. I decided to go to the second one. It's not even 0.1 of a mile away. Same thing, it was very well used, flat with a fire ring. So I was like, oh, there's a third one about half a mile up, and I had energy, and I was still following the Forrest road. So I decided to go to that one. But when I got to it, the trail does not follow the road anymore. And I think that camp was used years ago. So I couldn't get to it. It was overgrown, no path, and I'm sure the tent site was also the same thing, overgrown. So I did not want to do it, but I must keep going until I find the next one.